this problem where Heracles is holding up the heavens and Atlas doesn't want to hold him up anymore. Let's see what Heracles does to solve this part of the problem. Rest his feet, Heracles gulped. He knew Atlas intended to leave and never come back, but Heracles was no more eager to hold up the heavens for all time than Atlas. His knees were already shaking from the strain. Heracles tried to think fast. Thanks for the offer, Atlas. You know the way to the prince's palace, don't you? So he's trying to shed some doubts into the mind of Atlas. Maybe Atlas doesn't know his way there. But before you go, could you hold the heavens for a second? I need to scratch my shoulders. Well, I suppose so, Atlas said uncertainly. The Titan bent down and placed the heavens onto his own shoulders. At once Heracles picked up the apples and ran. He didn't stop until he reached the gates to Eurystheus' palace. So, in here is part of the solution. He tricked, I guess we'd underline over here, he tricked Atlas into taking the heavens back. He said it would just be for a second while he scratched his shoulders. But Heracles picked up the apples and ran. So over in the margin here you would write Heracles tricked Atlas. Now, back in Mycene. Again, no one at Mycene was happy to see Heracles. The prince glumly took the apples, so not very happily, took the apples and marched to a nearby hall. Great goddess Hera, he wailed. She was there in an instant. So, another success for the great hero, another failure for us. There's only one task left before he's set free, Eurystheus. The 12th labor. So over here you should label the 12th labor. I know, goddess, but what am I to do? He whined. Send him to the one place from which no human, hero or not, ever comes back alive, Hera commanded. So over here you should make your prediction. Where will Hera and Eurystheus send him? Where is the place where no human or hero of any kind has ever returned? Hope and triumph crept back over Eurystheus' face. Of course, he whispered. Back into the hall the prince eagerly went. One task left. Is it Heracles? A dog. I'd like a dog. The best guard dog in the world. Or the underworld, for that matter. For your 12th labor, bring me Cerberus, ordered Eurystheus. So over here you should be putting the 12th labor, Cerberus, from Tartarus, or the underworld. That's what he has to bring. Over here, label it. Heracles stared blankly for a moment. This weakling might as well have shouted, I order you to die! Fetching the three-headed dog who guarded the land of the dead was a death sentence. So, underline here, this is the problem. Fetching the three-headed dog who guarded the land of the dead was the death sentence. This is the problem. You should label this the problem over here. But Heracles didn't even consider refusing. Think about that for a second over here in the margin. He's done 11 of the 12 labors. He's almost done. He's done many difficult, very difficult things. Why give up now? Put that over here in the margin. Why give up now? Question mark. Freedom was too close, and the more he thought about it, the more thrilling the challenge became. To go to Hades and back. Not many heroes could boast of that. Aloud, Heracles simply said, As you wish, Prince. So all of this was going on inside of his head. You could put this over here mark over here and say, in his head. These are his thoughts. But aloud, Heracles simply said, as you wish, Prince. Then he turned and walked from the room. With the help of the gods, Heracles found the opening to Hades in a black lake. Taking a huge breath, he dove into the lake and swam. When Heracles opened his eyes, he was in a black tunnel. A cool breeze lashed his face. The river the gods spoke of, it must be ahead. It was the river Styx. It was, and there Heracles found Charon. This old boatman took the dead across the river to Hades. Heracles shouldered his way through the dead souls waiting to cross. Greetings, old fellow, he called. I need your ferry. Charon stared in disgust at Heracles. You're still alive? Well, my ferry carries only the dead. The old man started to row away. Not today, Heracles shouted and jumped into the boat. So he is definitely being assertive. He's working to finish his labors. Charon sat back in shock. Then he began grumbling to himself. Fool. Hades, king of this place, will punish you. Living folk are not allowed here. And my boat will sink with your great weight. For all the spirits don't weigh what Heracles weighs. Heracles said, so you can put that over here, people weigh more than their spirits after they've died. Heracles said not a word in return. Like any proper warrior, he was busy checking his weapons. It wouldn't do to be caught in a fight with splintered arrows. So he was getting his weapons ready. At the far shore, Heracles jumped out and marched up the bank. Waiting for him was the dog he'd been looking for. Cerberus was ready for the fight. He came spitting and growling with all three of his heads. So you could draw a three-headed dog over here. Margin. But the dog stopped short when he saw the intruder. Who's the intruder? Heracles. Never before had he seen a man, living or dead, of that stature. He had never seen anyone living or dead that big. Right there over here, Cerberus had never seen anyone living or dead as big as Heracles. Cerberus noted, too, the glow in Heracles' eyes and the heavy club in his hand. Then from Heracles' throat came the mightiest roar Cerberus had ever heard. The dog immediately turned tail and ran to find his master. So Heracles scared him away. Heracles charged after Cerberus. Right and left flew the frightened spirits of that place, the underworld. A few tried to stand up to him, but even Hades' greatest monsters fell beneath Heracles' club. At last Heracles tracked Cerberus to Hades' throne. He found the dark god waiting for him. Why are you here, foolish man? Demanded Hades in a hard voice. Surely you must know that no one who enters this place leaves. Hades' voice sent a chill through Heracles. He hurriedly explained, Great God, I am here only at the command of my prince. He has ordered me to bring Cerberus to him. It is the last order of his I must follow. Bringing your beast to his gates will free me. Your master must be mad or hateful. Heracles shrugged. You are wiser in the ways of humans than I, great lord. But I have sworn to follow his orders as penance. So he's flattering Hades a little bit here. You could write that as part of his solution. He's flattering Hades, making him feel good. For I killed my wife and children. I can't forgive myself for that. Hades nodded knowingly. Heracles realized with a start that his family must be tucked away in some corner of this gloom. So he just realized that his family, who he had killed, is obviously there in Hades' kingdom in the underworld. Put that over here. This might change Heracles. This could be a problem. Maybe he'll end up seeing his family that he killed. Heracles continued, People say I'm a slow learner, great Hades. Again, he's speaking respectfully to Hades. That's important. That's part of the solution. Speak respectfully. But by bearing with my master for all these years, I think I've found how to control my temper and strength. So think about this. He had problems with his temper and his strength. He killed his teacher. He killed his family later on. But he's had to do all these things for the cowardly, sniveling, cowardly prince Eurystheus. And he's done them without killing Eurystheus. So he's learned, and he's being humble. Heracles stopped and waited humbly for Hades' reply. He's humble. The god spoke slowly. You have a stronger heart than most humans, Heracles. I admire that. I will let you leave Hades, for you have much more to do in the land of the living. I will also let you take Cerberus, if you promise to return him. He serves me well. I cannot do without him. Thank you, Hades. Heracles moved quickly towards the dog. Hades held up a warning hand. He will not go willingly. Heracles sighed. Then I must teach him to obey. I must teach him how to obey. The wrestling match between man and dog lasted for several hours. So again, here's part of the solution. He is teaching Cerberus how to obey. That's part of your solution. He's teaching him how to obey. Write solution over here and underline this. He's teaching him by wrestling him. The wrestling match between the man, Heracles, the hero, and the dog, Cerberus, lasted for several hours. In the end, Heracles triumphed and led the tamed Cerberus back to Earth. Straight to the palace the two went, straight to Eurystheus' private quarters. Because Eurystheus is not expecting him to come back. So he's not waiting for him in his palace. Heracles, the startled prince exclaimed, you've returned from Hades. But no one returns from that place. Heracles laughed the laugh of a free man and thrust the dog forward. Here's your prize, prince. Eurystheus cried out and jumped into a huge vase. Remember, he's cowardly. So here is more proof that Eurystheus is a coward, especially in comparison to Heracles. So, coward Eurystheus. I hope you got a good look at his eyes, Heracles shouted. A good long look. You might have seen a mirror of the blackness inside you. There's plenty of it in this dog's world. Eurystheus didn't stir. Not interested, my prince, Heracles grunted. Well, you'll see the place for yourself soon enough. So Heracles is saying, you'll be dying soon enough, and that's where you're going. Heracles turned back to the dog. Come, Cerberus, let's finish this bargain. I'll take you back to Hades and set you free. Then perhaps at long last, I can set myself free. And I believe that is the end of the last labor. So, how did he solve this labor? We talked earlier about him being respectful towards Hades. Over here, he was very respectful. He earned Hades' admiration. That's actually on the next page. He was respectful. He taught the dog obedience. I mean, he certainly showed physical strength. That's how we solved this one, physical strength in a wrestling match. But it's important up here to note that he gained the admiration of Hades. Hades admired him for the story, for what he has told him, of all that he had to do. And he was always respectful. Thank you, Hades. And he showed that he was humble. He showed that he learned. He's learned to temper his anger. He could have killed Eurystheus in the end, probably. And he didn't. So he's humble and he's learned his lesson. I would write that over here as part of the solution. Humble, learned his lesson, showed respect. Hope you enjoyed Heracles' labors.